Hello, thanks for watching. Video resource: The Not So Honest Friend. Hank and Lucas, who are Mr. Chang's friends, came to Taiwan from Europe. Mr. Chang wanted his friends to have a very special meal. He invited them to a popular restaurant, which is known for its spicy hot pot. When the dishes arrived, Hank and Lucas began to eat. Hank took a bite of the tofu from the hot pot. It was so spicy that his eyes began to tear. "Why are you crying?" asked Lucas. "I feel sad because I miss my mom," Hank answered, hiding the truth. Then Lucas took a big bite of the tofu. His eyes began to tear. "Why do your eyes tear? Is the tofu too spicy?" Hank asked. "Actually," Lucas answered, "I feel sad because I miss my honest friend." The Not So Honest Friend. Hank and Lucas, who are Mr. Chang's friends, came to Taiwan from Europe. Mr. Chang wanted his friends to have a very special meal. He invited them to a popular restaurant, which is known for its spicy hot pot. When the dishes arrived, Hank and Lucas began to eat. Hank took a bite of the tofu from the hot pot. It was so spicy that his eyes began to tear. "Why are you crying?" asked Lucas. "I feel sad because I miss my friend," Hank answered, hiding the truth. Then Lucas took a big bite of the tofu. His eyes began to tear. "Why do your eyes tear? Is the tofu too spicy?" Hank asked. "Actually," Lucas answered, "I feel sad because I miss my honest friend." Explanation: The not so honest friend. First of all, the word honest, do not read the H. The H is not existent. You don't read it. It is silent. There is no sound coming from the H. So the not so honest friend. What is honest? Honest means tell the truth, telling the truth. Okay, in other words, truthful. Okay, honest, telling the truth, truthful. Excellent. Hank and Lucas, who are Mr. Chang's friends, came to Taiwan from Europe. Okay, here is Europe on a map. It's not really Europe, it's Europe on a map. So what countries perhaps the countries that you are perhaps familiar with in Europe are, for example, Germany, right? Okay, and of course England, right over here, England, right, or the UK, okay? France, Italy, if you like cars, Italy is very famous for its cars, okay? But then other countries in Europe, for example, Greece, Romania, Poland, okay, other countries that perhaps you uh, are not so familiar. This is an old map, okay? This map is very old, okay? All right. Europe, Europe, okay? Mr. Chang wanted his friends to have a very special meal. What is a meal? Well, look at this picture. That is a meal, and that is probably breakfast. Look at this picture. That's a meal, and that is probably lunch. And this is a meal, and this is probably dinner. So what is a meal? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So a meal is either breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Okay, very good. So that is a meal. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So how many meals do you eat in a day? You eat 3 meals a day. You eat 3 meals every day. Okay. All right. He invited them to a popular restaurant, which is known for its spicy hot pot. Okay. So he invited them, Mr. Chang invited them to a popular. What is popular? Popular means famous, liked, I should say. Okay. So popular means many people like it. Okay. So popular means well liked. Okay. So if you are a popular person, then people like you. You are well liked. Popular. Well liked. Okay. Well liked. So he invited them to a popular restaurant. Oh, a restaurant is a place where people eat. Okay, that is a restaurant. So that really doesn't help you. You know what a restaurant is. So let me give you another word that means restaurant. Okay, which is, there are many words to describe a place where people eat. So let me give you another word. The word is eatery. How about that? Maybe that's a word that you don't hear so much, but a eatery is a restaurant. Okay, right. Good. So he invited them to a well-liked restaurant, eatery, which is known for. Okay, now what is to be known for? Okay, if you are known for something, let me bring this guy down here. If you are known for something, then you are famous for it. Famous. Be known for, famous. Be known for. Okay, famous for. Sorry, I should say for. So you know, Guo Taiming is known for being very rich. Guo Taiming is famous for being rich. Okay, very good. Known for, famous for. So the restaurant is known for, famous for, is famous for its spicy hot pot. What is spicy hot pot? This is spicy hot pot. Okay, spicy hot pot. Okay. So what is spicy? Spicy just means hot. Okay. So another way to say spicy hot pot would be hot hotspot. Okay. All right. So spicy hotspot, hot hotspot. When the dishes arrived, Hank and Lucas began to eat. Hank took a bite of the tofu. When you take a bite, it just means you eat it, you bite into it, okay? So he took a bite of the tofu. This is one of the very few words where well, I wouldn't say very few, but it's one of the words that English borrowed from Chinese. So tofu, right? Okay. All right. So Hank took a bite of the tofu. This is tofu from the hot spot. It was so spicy that his eyes began to tear. Okay. When something is so spicy that and then something else, it means it was really, really spicy, right? So it was so spicy that his eyes began to tear. What does it mean for your eyes to tear? Well, if you look at this little boy, he's crying, he's sad, and you see that? Tear, okay? Those are tears. So his eyes began to tear, right here, tear, okay? Good. Another way to say that your eyes begin to tear is to say that your eyes begin to water. Okay, that is one way of saying tear. Like, let's say if you get something in your eye and your eye begins to tear, your eye begins to water. Okay, right, it's the same meaning. Okay. Why are you crying? Asked Lucas. I feel sad because I miss my mom. Hank answered, hiding the truth. What is hiding the truth? Well, when you hide the truth, you don't tell the truth, you hide the truth, that means you lie. Okay, so hiding the truth, because hiding has ing, so now I need to say lying, right? So Hank said, well, I feel sad because I miss my mom. He is lying, he's not telling the truth. He is embarrassed, maybe. He doesn't want Lucas to know that he cannot eat spicy food. So he said, oh no, I'm crying because I miss my mom. Really, it's because of the spicy tofu, right? Yes, it's too spicy. Okay. So Hank, I feel sad because I miss my mom. Hank answered, hiding the truth, lying, or not telling, not being truthful. Then Lucas took a big bite of the tofu. His eyes began to tear. Why do your eyes tear? Is the tofu too spicy? Hank asked. So now is Hank asking Lucas that, hey, maybe Lucas will tell the truth and know, because Hank already knows it's because of the tofu. So he wants Lucas to say it. But then Lucas says something really, really smart, because he goes, actually, okay? Oh, actually means in fact, right? Really, right? And he's being sarcastic, which means that he is saying the opposite of what is true. He goes, actually, okay, Lucas answered, I feel sad because I miss my honest friend. So Lucas said, actually, I'm crying because you lied to me. I miss my honest friend, okay? And that is why I feel sad. Okay, so when Lucas says actually, he really means I'm going to lie to you. I'm not telling the truth. So he's saying the opposite of what is true. And when you do that, you are being sarcastic. We will talk about that perhaps in another time. Okay, you are being sarcastic, and then we'll talk about that in on a future date. What that implies and means. Okay, all right. So again, honest means telling the truth or truthful. This is Europe, or a map of Europe. A meal is breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Popular means well liked. Restaurant means eatery. Another word for restaurant is eatery. Is known for means is famous for. Spicy means hot. This picture shows a spicy hot pot. This picture shows tofu. Tear means to water, as in the picture of the boy's eyes tear. The boy's eyes water. Hiding the truth means lying, not being truthful. Hiding the truth. And actually means really. Okay, all right. So the words that we are focusing on today are Europe, meal, be known for, spicy, be so something that this phrase we will talk about on a later date when I see you, and the word tear, which means water. Okay, all right, very good. Try to think about these questions and we will answer them in class. Where are Hank and Lucas from? Where are they from? Based on the story, where are they from? Okay. Why did Mr. Chang take Hank and Lucas to eat spicy hot pot? Why did he do that? Why not McDonald's or hamburgers, pizza? What was the restaurant famous for? What was the restaurant famous for? Did Lucas know Hank was lying? Did Lucas know he was lying when he said, "No, I miss my mom"? Did Lucas know Hank was lying? And finally, why did Hank and Lucas really cry? Okay, right? Perhaps not cry, I should say, why did Hank and Lucas and Lucas's eyes really tear, right? I can say that. But that question sounds a little bit weird. So I'm just going to say, why did they cry? Okay? It's the same meaning. Okay. Good. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon in class.